Hey guys, welcome to another video. This one's going to be about the Google Pixel tablet. I've had this device for about a month now and I'm going to share my thoughts on it. Overall, I will say I'm pretty disappointed and I actually will be returning the device. But yeah, let's get right into it and I'll explain why. First, let's go ahead and talk about the ergonomics of this device. It's pretty light to hold and it's made from a plastic back that doesn't really attract that many fingerprints, so that's definitely a plus. However, the main disadvantage to a form factor like this is Google intended this to be a bit of a wider display that was intended to be used in landscape mode, especially in the way it's docked. That's how you're going to be putting it down. When using this as a picture frame or like a smart home hub, that's fine, but as a tablet it really struggles because most Android apps are not designed to be used on a screen this wide, and most Android apps, even the Google ones, have not been optimized for a form factor of this size. So you'll see a lot of apps don't even make full use of the screen's real estate. Apart from that, this device has a USB Type-C port on the bottom of it, and then 2 speakers on the side, and then on the bottom just 2 rubber mats to hold it in case it were to fall off of that its docking station. But yeah, let's get into the main reason why I bought this device, and that is going to be for its smart home features. I really like Google Home's ecosystem for smart home devices. I personally around my house have a lot of smart bulbs and smart plugs that I use to just turn on the lights, and I have them in all 3 rooms of my apartment. So this device is a great value proposition for people like me who want to use a bit of a smarter tablet to go ahead and control their smart home devices. That being said, that is where this device shines and also is a real letdown. In terms of being a smart home display, it looks fantastic, especially when it's docked on its docking station. It looks like a great picture frame, and you can also customize it to just be able to show any pictures from your Google Photos library. However, one of the main downsides that I've encountered while using this, and kind of like nukes the whole value proposition for this product for me, is that when I'll say, "Hey Google, can you please turn on the lights?" 9 times out of 10, the other...
Are you sure you want to turn on all 12 lights?
No. Shut up, Google. When I tell Google to turn on the lights, what will happen 9 times out of 10 is that a Google Nest display that I have in another room ends up responding for this anyways. That's really bad considering this is one of the most expensive smart home devices that Google makes. If its microphones aren't even powerful enough to pick up just that one phrase in the room that I'm in, and another Google device in another room responds in its place, that's really bad. Because the way I have those devices configured is one Google only turns on lights that are in that room. So what ends up happening is I'm in the living room and I'm saying, "Google, turn on the lights," and I see that my bedroom lights turn on instead. So that in itself is one of the main reasons why I actually will not be keeping this device, because it's basically functionally useless. Now let's say you're buying this device not for its smart home reasons, but instead you want to get it because you want the latest and greatest of an Android tablet. And for that, it's nice in a way that this is the only tablet that Google makes, and it's Google's definition of how stock Android should run on a tablet. And for that, most day-to-day activities are really smooth and they run really well. That being said, this is a $500 device, so you are paying at the upper range in this price category for an Android tablet. For that money, you're better off getting a Samsung tablet or even like a OnePlus tablet, which will both give you better screens and better performance. This runs a mid-range chip, and while most day-to-day activities are fine, you'll sometimes come across some sluggishness that's as a result of the mid-range chip. One example of that is just changing the system theme color. It'll take at least a few seconds for that change to propagate over. That's not something you really want to be having if you're going to be spending $500 just to get a new tablet. But apart from that, again, the main value proposition for a device like this is that you're going to be using it for its smart home features. It is directly integrated with Google Home, and it's also really nice to have those Google Home like shortcuts right on the lock screen or even in the status bar when you pull it down. So for that, it's really useful. But apart from that, I feel like this is a device that had a really good idea, but is a victim of poor execution. And that's honestly been how Google has been with a lot of their products in general, to be honest. But I was really expecting this device to be a little bit more than it turned out to be. If it actually responded to me when I wanted it to, I definitely would have kept this device, but right now I'm probably definitely going to return it. That pretty much wraps it up for this video. I hope you guys liked it. Yeah, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.